everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cosmic Style. In this video series I talk about my favorite game of all time, Cosmic Encounter, and specifically I give you guys a list of 5 alien powers that work in a really interesting way together, whether it's a specific theme or they work on the same mechanic or something along those lines, just to make a really interesting table dynamic or just a game dynamic essentially. Today's is really interesting and it creates a ton of chaos, and it's essentially, who are you again? The idea behind these 5 powers is that these are ones that change who you are, what you do, how you do it, whose cards you play, and all sorts of other stuff. It's absolutely insane, and it's some tremendously fun chaos. So first up is probably the most complicated one on the list, and that is the Doppelganger from Cosmic Dominion. The way the Doppelganger works is when it's your turn to pick a card for combat, you essentially discard all of your cards, and then you demand cards from somebody else. And when you demand the cards, then they have to give you their highest card. They have to give you at least 2 encounter cards. One of them has to be their highest numeric value. The other one can be essentially whatever else it is. But it's absolutely insane. It's really ridiculous. And essentially if you have fewer than 2 cards, then you can also just draw from the deck until you get more. It's really ridiculous. You just get all sorts of cards all the time, right? Next up, the Pentaform. Pentaform is really hilarious because it's essentially 5 powers in one. The way it works is whenever you get a foreign colony, then you get one of the new powers. You essentially stack them under the card, and then you get a new one, new one, new one, new one. So you can have all sorts of ridiculousness with the Pentaform. And that is from Cosmic Dominion. Next up is the Changeling from Cosmic Conflict. The way the Changeling works is very simple. All you do is you swap powers with somebody else. So anybody else at the table, you say, oh, I want to be you now. And so the powers change. And then the next person who gets Changeling can then switch with somebody else on their turn, etc., etc., etc. Absolutely ridiculous. So much fun though. Next up is the Plant from Cosmic Incursion. The way the Plant works is if you have a foreign colony and if you have a foreign colony, then you can essentially say, I'm going to graft onto you and I'm going to take your power temporarily, which means that they can't use it, but you're able to use it. Again, completely insane, especially with these other cards. Next up is my favorite of this entire set, and that is the Reincarnator from the base set. The Reincarnator, when you die, you become something else. You don't lose this power if you lose all your home colonies, but you just become some other random power from the deck that you have available. Absolutely insane. So you've got people changing their powers constantly, you've got people using other people's abilities, using other people's cards, just doing absolutely insane stuff. This is a really, really fun set, and especially with the Changeling swapping everything around, it creates a lot of fun table chaos and really interesting table dynamic. But with that, thank you so much as always for watching Cosmic Style. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.